Hey guys, Jamie here. It's April 26, 2012, and this would officially be my second week on T. Uh, if you've watched any of these videos before, you know that nothing really happens, but my first week, some shit did happen, so I thought maybe you'd be interested in knowing about that. Of course, these are all emotional changes and vary from person to person, but mine were kind of intense and kind of made my life a little bit of a hell that week. So I thought it was worth noting, uh, just so some of you guys don't freak out if it happens to you, because I sure as hell freaked out a little bit. So I took it on Monday, and then the first 4 days, 3 or 4 days, I had tremendous amounts of energy. It was hard for me to go to sleep at night. I was usually going to bed right around 2 in the morning, and then I'd wake up at 7 the next morning and feel completely fine and be completely fine throughout the day. This may sound awesome to some of you. It was kind of awesome, to tell you the truth. But then by the fourth or fifth day, I can't really remember exactly which day it was, that dropped off, and then some other shit happened. Basically, I started getting really moody. I woke up early in the morning, not early in the morning, but later, probably like 10. I didn't even get up till 10. And I was really depressed. And I didn't really know why, but I had a lot of stuff to do. So I just went ahead, went on with my day, started working, and I just couldn't shake, this feeling. Uh, I ended up crying periodically throughout the day for no apparent reason. Before, just for your information, before this, I've had bouts of depression before, but there was always like a reason. There was always something going on. I'm not really one to just like get depressed for no reason. Also, I kind of like reached out to my girlfriend and my friends during this period of me being really depressed because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And then I just get really angry at them. So then I was just an asshole. So I was depressed, and then no one wanted to talk to me because I was an asshole. And it was just really, it was not a good situation. So I pretty much locked myself in my room for about 3 days, dealing with my own shit, not really knowing what to do, feeling like I was going insane because I couldn't control my emotions. And the best thing I could do was make sure that they didn't affect other people. So I was hoping that this would go away the second week, and thank God it did. So second week, my energy levels dropped back down, and I was no longer moody. I no longer went around telling my girlfriend I hated her for no reason, which I'm sure she was happy about. And, no outbursts, no depression, nothing like that. So everything just was back to normal second week. Uh, I think a factor that could have affected this was that on the seventh day I started my menstrual cycle. So, it takes, at least a couple months, maybe sometimes 1 month for that to, officially, like, check itself out while you're on testosterone. But for now, I still have a cycle. So that kicked in the seventh day, but I never really get PMS or moody usually. But I think maybe, the competing hormones did something that just kind of threw my body into kind of a whack. So that's the only thing that I could really think of. Also, my cramps while I was on my cycle were some of the worst that I've had in years. And considering that my cramps are already really, really bad, this means that I was depressed, angry, moody, and in bed refusing to put on pants for about 3 days. So, also not productive whatsoever with, schoolwork. So it was just kind of horrible. So I hope none of you guys have to go through that, and maybe you should time your shot like right after you stop your cycle if you can. I've never heard anybody else talk about, this before, but, you know, if you can avoid it, probably better to avoid it if you can. So second week, I felt completely fine. My sex drive, I felt like it increased a little bit, but maybe it's just because it's been longer since I've had sex, so I want to have sex more. That also seems possible. As far as anything else, no changes. My muscles are a little bit harder, but I've also been doing a steady workout, dieting. Well, not dieting, but having like a strict diet. Um, 5 days on, 2 days off, heavy lifting. I also, got some creatine, and a new kind of creatine that I've been taking just for the, past few days. I'm still in like a loading phase. So I don't think any of the muscle development is attributed to the tea. It's probably just, me working out and that working out for me. Also, my doctor, when I told him about the mood swings my first week, he kind of freaked out and said, well, maybe we should lower your dose, which immediately to me was like, don't you dare fucking lower my dose, because I'm at 50 milligrams for 2 weeks for 2 weeks. It's pretty low for a starting dose. So I told him, I'm like, wait, maybe we should just like hold off and see how the second week goes, and then we can talk about that from there. So luckily, my second week went well. Even if it didn't, I probably would have lied to him because I really don't want him to lower my dose. But I would not recommend lying to your doctor. That could turn out bad for everybody. So I get my next shot this Monday, which is in a few days. I also have my first therapy appointment with a gender therapist today in a couple hours. So I guess I'm gonna go talk about my feelings or something with her. I'm really just doing it because I need a letter to get my surgery, and she's someone who could write me that letter. So I don't really care what we talk about as long as at the end of the process I get a letter. So that's my update. I'll update you guys again in a couple weeks. Hopefully, no crazy stories about me being an asshole, but it probably would make an exciting video otherwise. So, till then, if you have any questions, email me and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.